just talk about the ability to hit shots against a pretty good defense. They're in scoring defense, so whoever wants to chime in with that, how good was it to execute offensively?
I think their full court pressure, it opened the floor up a lot and gave us a lot of penetration lanes. So, we just made the extra pass on the offensive side of the court, and we got some good looks early and got the confidence going, and we just knocked down all our shots.
Yeah, Ryan, you were one of 5 in double figures. I think the whole starting 5 was in double figures. Just talk about holding them off towards the end. They cut it to 4. They hit a big 3. I guess talk about how you guys were able to answer their little mini runs.
We were just playing our game, we don't let that, get to us a bit. We just want to execute on offense, and when we got the open shot or whatever we have on offense, we want to just make sure we knock down those shots, regardless if we're down by 1, we're up by 2, up by 12. As long as we got to score points to win the game. We got to play good defense, but on the offensive side, we got to take care of our business.
And Tica led the way, taking care of business tonight. 8 of 11. Do you feel like when you're on your game that, I guess when you contribute offensively, that this team is pretty tough to beat?
I think any single one of us from the starting 5. Like you said, we had 5 people in double figures. So, it's not just me; it's the whole team. So we're pretty tough to play when all 5 is shooting all cylinders. So I think that was the key. Like have balanced scoring, people sharing the ball, like Bake said, rebounding late. Even though Hudson had 22 rebounds, but still were able to close it out at the end, So that's 1 player against 5.
Obviously after last week going the way it did, you guys came back home, and obviously where you're comfortable because you haven't lost at home this year. But what's different about the game, it seems like, for you guys, especially when you shoot the way you do? There's a reason no one's beaten us at home in now 11 games now.
I just feel like it's confidence. We just have a different energy with the crowd there and them supporting us. We just want to play good for them. So I just feel like we just bring different energy and different, we have confidence, and we just shoot good on our court. We're here all the time, practice here all the time, so it just helps out a lot.
When you look towards Saturday, it's a huge one. Seattle Pacific coming in, and obviously we've played some close ones with them, but we know it's going to be a defensive battle with 2 of the top team defensive scoring teams on the court. How do you guys look to get past them? Because they've proven year in year out to be kind of a mismatch for you guys. Is it going to take like a shooting effort like tonight to beat this team? Because obviously they like to play low scoring games, but they can score high too.
Yeah, I just think it's going to be whoever turns the ball over less, like who can just who can play together, who can defend, and it's just going to come down to, like you said, making shots. So if we're making shots like we did tonight on Saturday, it's going to help us out a lot.
I guess Steph, speak on the Saturday matchup as you guys take care of business tonight. Kelly alluded to the turnovers. What's going to be, I guess the key for you guys? I know you guys are very good defensively at home, but it seems like you say you guys got balanced scoring tonight. I guess something else that comes to your mind that's going to be pivotal for you guys.
If we rebound and take care of the ball on Saturday, it's going to be a dogfight. But I believe rebounding against Seattle Pacific and not turning it over are the 2 keys for that game. Because, like Chris said, it's either going to be a low-scoring game in the 40s and 50s, or is it going to blow up? And whoever rebounds the other team, I think is going to win.
I thought we held off a pretty determined Billings team. They pressed us for 40 minutes. We didn't see that coming. Obviously they've been in a little bit of a funk and tried to play 10 guys and rotate them in and out and press us for 40. So I thought we held up pretty good, and it seems like we're always on the edge, but we kept making big shots and kept that gap, and they never did ever. I think cut it to 4 was the closest they got.
Yeah, Coach. I noticed earlier you doubled the post, and I guess even the game that Austin had, he out-rebounded you guys by himself, but that's because you guys shot so well. But mainly on the defensive end, it seems like you were content to let him go off, but you took care of everyone else for the most part. Was that the game plan going in, or is that something that just kind of happened?
No, we double-teamed Hudson, and he still got 24 and 22. The problem was he would get the offensive rebound and then put him back in, and we couldn't double then. But that's pretty impressive when we double-teamed him all night, and he still put up those numbers. But it's disappointing, the offensive rebounds. I mean, he had a great field, good hustle, good hands, 13 offensive rebounds, and most of them the second half. But no, our plan was to make it tough on them. Just think if we wouldn't have doubled him, Joe.
I mean, well, even with the W, you guys rotated well. Like I said,
Yep.
you seemed to take care of everyone else, even though he had a great game.
We couldn't get him off the boards. He gave us a problem in Billings too. Same deal on the offensive glass.
But offense, 12 of 18 from 3.
Yeah. We shot it. This is the best we've shot it. 12 for 18 from 3 is huge. Made our free throws. They opened the court with the press. You know, we're averaging low 60s. We're last in the league in offense, and we put up 88 tonight. And so that was also due to they opened up the court and kind of wanted to make it a foot race, and we still found a way to win with this in this style of play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you talk about adjustments that you made on offensive end. It seems like they were doubling Joe a lot and really just hounding him up the court. I guess how good was it to see you got more ball handlers like Andrew Kelly, taking the ball up and just the ball movement, dealing with that press.
For the most part, yeah, it was freelance. Once we broke the press and we have an advantage, they just have to try to make a play. And the times we had to execute, I thought we did pretty well. But most of the time, that was just them being seniors and playing together and making the extra pass. And we scored a bunch of points tonight.
Talk about Stefan. I mean, he had a great game, 21 points on 8 of 11 shooting, hit a few triples from beyond the arc. I mean, if you look at from where he was at this point last year to where he is now, obviously he's kind of found his game and it's working for him.
Well, yeah, and it's cool for him. I mean, a tough junior year. I mean, he was part of it, but didn't get the minutes he wanted after starting as a sophomore, and then to come back and be a big part of things. And he's better when he plays 25, 28 minutes. So I mean, Anthony Reese's 12 minutes are critical to give Steph a little blow. But he hit big shots all night. It seemed like he had a rhythm from the start. But 21 points, 5 rebounds, a huge night from Steph.
Balanced scoring, starting 5 all in double figures. Do you think this type of effort is going to have to be remanufactured or duplicated for Saturday?
Though there's no question. The second night, I thought our bench was critical. They all scored. We're going to need them even more so on Saturday for some quick blows. But on the back-to-back, and Seattle Pacific is very good on both ends, and they've kind of had our number. And so I'm kind of anxious to see how we'll play them here at home. But they're very solid.
Stefan talked a lot about rebounding the basketball and taking care of the ball. I mean, how critical are those two aspects of the game against SPU on Saturday?
Well, we're taking care of the ball. We're not rebounding, but we had 2 turnovers at half, ended up with 8. I mean, that's pretty good against 40 minutes of pressure. So for us, rebounding it against SPU, and they're so good defensively. We got to knock down our open shots and keep us close with our offense if we can with our shooting. So